Hello, my dear Aries. This is a love reading, a prediction for the month of September with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. I have exciting news for you, and from middle of September I will start to do the love and spirituality readings again for all the signs. And the first one out will be for Libra season, September 23rd to October 22nd. They are all aimed towards you growing personally and thereby making you able to attract a better love life for yourself and life overall. I stopped doing them last winter fall due to some declining interest, but now when YouTube is positioning my videos better again, I will make a new attempt to take another week off from my normal work schedule and do these readings for you. And if they are a success, I will keep on doing them. So this reading is dedicated to David that made a donation for Aries. And if you also want to sponsor a reading from me, you can follow the donation link in the description box. And this will be a love reading for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising Sign and Venus, Vedic or Tropical. The reading can go both ways. The drama is the same, but it can be different castings to the different roles by the universe. So when I tell you that this is you, it might as well be the person or the situation you are dealing with. So use your own intuition and recognition to determine who is who in this reading for you. Sorry, there's an airplane. I don't know if you can hear it. If you need if you need more information or help after you have listened to this reading, you can turn to the love readings for Virgo season that is already up. Today is the 5th day of Virgo season, and it can be a good idea to rewatch your reading from that period. You can also check out the pick a card and near personal readings on the first page of my channel. Click the headline of each playlist to see all the videos that the playlist contains. And I will start shuffling your cards, and I used the Golden Universal Tarot with Roberto De Angelis. And I will start shuffling your cards. So when I open your deck here, I see the Nine of Swords together with the King of Swords. So this looks intense. It's almost like someone is torturing you, or this can be like a dictator, or like a real cruel leader of some sort. The Nine of Swords is Gemini, this is Aquarius, it can be a Libra energy as well. Okay, so we'll move on and see a little bit, get a little bit more clues about this. So I called the Divine with Love and Light, and here we have the Five of Swords with the King of Swords in the reverse. So I'm thinking I'm needing to take an oracle card to understand this better. So I will use the Wisdom of the House of Night oracle cards. Okay, so can we get a clarification about this cruelty that seems to go on here? Choices, Kelowna. So I'll read this card for you. It's an angel with one black wing, one white wing. We see the moon there and a crow. So it might be someone that's kind of appearing to be a good guy or a nice person, but might hide something else. And I feel that it's your job to kind of reveal this and to understand this for yourself, to have a little better judgment maybe, so you know don't become the victim of this. I'm sorry for my voice. I've read a lot of signs up till now, so this is what happens. Every choice you make has a consequence. Even if your thoughts are like your thoughts are like magnets, drawing experiences to you for the good or for the bad. Do you know the story of a winged immortal in the House of Night who had to choose between the dark and the light? Do you know what he chose? Right now you're faced with such a choice. All you need to do is to ask, is this for the highest good? The choice you make will be an important step in your life lessons. Remember, even not deciding is a choice. What will it be? Choose another card to show you what your choice will bring you. Okay, so either someone is victimizing you, or you are victimizing someone. It might be a little bit different for different Aries. Some Aries might be the victim, some might be the perpetrator in this whole thing, but we'll see. So this is for the victim. High Priestess of Spirit is your advice for your choice, and it's number 7. It might have something to do with communication, because my throat chakra is acting up. So I'm Nyx, goddess of night, and you have chosen this symbol to help guide you on this journey to find an answer to your question. Consider that there is an invisible spirit within all living things. Know that all things, events, and experiences are woven together like a magical web that can be seen only in the darkest night and not by human eyes. My child, everything that you need to know is a part of the divine scheme of things. A meaningful coincidence, a blessed friendship, a lover, a significant experience are all orchestrated by me to help you become the more powerful being you are meant to become. No matter what is in front of you, something important is brewing. You will know the answer to the what soon enough, but I keep secret the why. You may step forward knowing that some things are meant to remain a mystery. So what I'm feeling here is, if you are in a really difficult situation with a difficult person or difficult people in general, this is for a reason, okay? So this is going to give something good in the end of it. So try to stay on your toes and to be really aware of what it is that you might need to learn from all this. Sometimes life is repeating in certain patterns, which makes it easier for us to see first the pattern, what we did the last time about it, what we did the time before and the time before that. And that can give us a hint on what we might need to try this time to solve this kind of problem. So I'm feeling that you are being very supported, you being the victim of this, because the spirit really wants you to be able to come to terms with this, or to deal with this, or to make this into a balanced situation. So if you feel victimized, know that heaven is on your side, but they really want you to be able to choose wisely here and be smart and assertive, and don't let people treat you in bullshit kind of ways, okay? And this is a choice if you are kind of the perpetrator, and we have honesty. So it might be about lies and deception here, and to move forward into more successful postures or properties. It's a good thing, to be honest. My darling, you have chosen the symbol of clarity and true communication. I told you it was something with my throat chakra. Now is the time to be absolutely honest with yourself about what you want, what you're thinking about, what your motives are, and really real feelings are. Because sometimes we can be very prideful and feel like this situation isn't really hurtful. I'm cool enough to take it, and I don't care about that, or that doesn't bother me. Really? Okay. Does it really not bother you? So I think honesty towards oneself is the most important thing here. Honesty is the way to truly step into your power. When you choose honesty above all else, as your goddess, I will send you courage to do what's right. This is also time to demand honesty and integrity from others. You have a right to get clear messages. There is the greatest freedom and power in telling the truth. So if you are also, if you are not feeling that you're lying yourself, but you feel that other people might not tell the truth, maybe to spare your feelings, or to not start a conflict or things like that, or maybe they don't want to lose you with telling the truth, see to that you get the truth anyway, you know. Either confront this person and say, I know that this is not right, and I'm not going to continue moving forward with this relationship until we have sorted this out. So kind of putting very clear boundaries and not giving in. There's a little problem with your light. I will fix it. they were a little bit dimmed down. So this might be another sign that there's things that you are not being able to see clearly, and you need to put some light onto it. So it means ask questions, a lot of questions. If the person doesn't want to answer, yeah, you heard them. That's a choice as well. That's an answer as well. Okay, interesting story. And here we are trying to avoid a conflict with some sort of authority. And we become an authority maybe by always raising our voice, so silencing the people around us, or to get really, really upset over a really small thing, so people don't dare to question us. And so this can be what this person is doing here. Either this is Aries or what Aries is being put through. Okay, so I don't remember where I were, but 6 elements. I call the 6 elements. And here we can see the false diplomacy that's going on in this situation. Maybe we don't want another person's wrath all over our head. We don't want them to swing the sword. So we are trying to tiptoe around this and not talk about the issues at hand. And it might also be that someone is trying to control you to keep you quiet. So you won't question things, or you won't try to reveal the truth here. So we can see this person doesn't want the truth. Normally, King of Swords wants the truth. But here, I'm feeling the truth is being held hostage. Okay. So 6 elements: earth, wind, fire, water, spirit, and ether, to join us here today and to give us a clear view reading for my dear Aries viewers. So I want my dear Aries to have love in their life and to find themselves in loving relationships. I also want you to have creative success. High Priestess, Ace of Wands. Okay. Yeah, I totally missed this. So I said there was a problem with your candles, and this is the candle honesty. Both honesty towards others, because you're scared of asking the right questions or telling the truth of what you see, maybe out of consideration. You don't want to hurt someone or bring up old wounds so that they will feel intimidated, or that they will feel that you are totally lacking empathy. And we have the Ace of Swords there as well. This is really a choice here, and you kind of have everything that you need to make this choice. But there's old patterns here, old survival skills that might lead you astray, so you don't make the best decisions. Instead, you will lie to yourself, lie to others. You will be too overly diplomatic to avoid conflict, or you will silence someone so they won't question you. It's a lot of different things that can go on here. It depends on what side you are in this reading. So I really need to look at ourselves and what our go-to reaction is, and see if this is really the best reaction to have. Sometimes we can have a lot of subconscious reactions that comes out, and it's always like this. It's just like pressing the tape recorder, and the same thing will play out. And now can be a really good time to become aware of those tape recorders, when we are not just reacting or just doing things accordingly with old patterns, or just doing things because fear is controlling us. For example, not telling the truth out of fear of consequences, or not asking the right question out of fear of consequences. Okay, so, and this is particularly in love relationships with people that should be really close to you, and you should be able to talk to them about everything. Maybe you're trying to look strong, so you're not, maybe also not revealing if someone is abusing you or treating you in a bad way. So that might be a problem too. Okay. So, and my dear Aries, sorry for my squeaky chair, they all get worn out. So I'm just going to tune in here for a few seconds to you and your situation here in September. So I'm actually hearing something here. So it's about that you're always trying to show people how strong you are and that you don't want them to see you shedding tears or looking weak. Okay, so that might be a message for some of you. So this is the new bottom of the deck, and it's moving forward, okay? Leaving the old behind, the old problems, doing things in a brand new way, solving things in a logic and crystal clear kind of way with the best intentions and using the best logic to make these kind of choices. So it's 6, so it's connected to the Lovers, which is also about choices. And here we have the old bottom of the deck, which is the the Strength card, and it's in the reversed. So it's about either being like a bully, trying to be so strong so no one will ever dare to touch you, or to be weak and have a bad self-esteem, so that we might need to inflate an ego, or even that we are able to be the bigger person and guide other people in this situation. But out of fear of coming out too strong, we kind of make ourselves small and insignificant. So it's a little bit different things that can be for different Aries there. Okay, so this is the relationship reading here. Love relationships, family, work relationships, friendships, so on. And this is what's on your mind about the person most on your mind. And it's there. And this is the situation with said person, and this is what's on their mind with you. And this is your feelings and attachment towards this person. This is the bond between you, and this is the feelings and attachment that they have towards you. This is your behaviors and attitudes towards this person or these people. This is the outcome for September. For this situation, and this is their behaviors and attitudes. Okay, so this is the situation. We are very suspicious here. We don't want to show weakness. We don't want to be fooled by the same stupid thing all over again. So we're putting up walls and boundaries so people can't hurt us. But it's also, in this case, it's also very difficult to be intimate with someone or find real connections. Or kind of connect with someone on a real deep level, because we are keeping ourselves apart from other people. Okay, and it's a protective attitude. So this is what's on your mind about the person most on your mind. And it's almost like this is some kind of war here, where everyone needs to prove themselves to be like untouchable or invincible or like indestructible, okay? And this is what's on their mind about you. Both these are Cancer also, so it's very interesting. This is the Moon card. And you see again the black and white that we saw with this, with the card here, choices. And it's just the opposite, white on this side, black on this side. So what's on your mind about them? It feels like you want to protect yourself against people in general, against them, and you're ready to put up a fight towards them, and you're ready even to play dirty if you have to. And I have actually advised you a lot to stand up for yourself and trust yourself. Maybe you're getting overboard with this, I'm not sure, but I don't believe that to be true. It's just that there's a middle ground. We don't have to become petty, dramatic, revengeful, things like this. We can rise to our own power, and when we make problems and things that's happening in our everyday life small, like it's insignificant, okay? Make yourself big, that you have your inner peace. Whatever happens, you're able to get back into balance, because this is balance as well. then things that happens in your life, it doesn't matter that much. Whatever happens, you are fine, okay? And I think in this situation, you are not fine, and you are trying to rise above this situation and to get control over it, so people can't hurt you or they can't play tricks on you. So I'm almost asking you to become a little bit more like the Buddha. So whatever happens is fine. You don't mind what happens. You accept whatever happens. And you're also calm. And there's a sense of humor underneath it all. And you can get angry, like really angry. And then you laugh the next second. So it's about not taking things so darn seriously. Okay, don't take things so darn seriously. And that means you will also become less reactive, less vindictive, less revengeful, less like a victim, because you can't be victimized if you don't mind what happens. What can they do to you? Okay, they can't do anything towards you. And the key here is, of course, inner peace. If we have inner peace, nothing that we encounter in the outside world will be a problem. So a little bit like on high level schooling here, but that's what I'm seeing for you. And the other person here, they seem to be dealing with the more dramatic end of all this. So they might not be able to help themselves, but taking things seriously and really thinking that this is a life and death situation. So it's good if one person in this equation can calm the situation down and kind of make it, instead of rising in intensity, it's just declining like this, and then it's nothing. So because this person is really fearful, and they're fearful of the world in general. And we can also see this is 18, 1 plus 8, 9. So these are in connection. I think this person that you are encountering, they have always been very protective of themselves. And they might have by that victimized others, because this person thinks that it's okay when they come from them. If someone is doing this towards them, they will be really upset. But if they do it, it's not that big of a deal. It's usually we are feeling like this. But and the reason that we have this attitude is because we don't want to get hurt. So I'm thinking this person is really fearful. They don't want to get hurt. So they have a lot of weapons and a lot of tools that they use to control their environment and to see to that they never, ever get hurt. So I think they get hurt a lot, and they're also hurting others along the way. And you have probably learned to deal with these difficult people in a way that's, I'm kind of feeling you're shooting from the hip kind of thing, like this. And so you have almost become like them, and that's fine. But now I'm hearing a song, My Own Worst Enemy. So I think it's a danger for both you and your counterpart to become the thing that you don't want to see in others. The things that you defend yourself towards in others is the thing that you become when you become this reactive. Okay. So yes, the bond between you two, and it's very wobbly. Two of Pentacles is like we drop the other person just like that. We don't care about them. They are not important to us. It's this game we are playing again, where we try to act like nothing can hurt us when it's really not the truth. I want you, this is good in some way, because fake it until you make it. You act like nothing can hurt you, but you are hurt. So I think you need to go back a step and at least admit to yourself that you are hurt, and then work on this, that you are hurt. Work on the pain. Go to the root of the worry. So there's a video on the first page of my channel called Dealing with Pain. It has a green label, and it's further down on the first channel page. I want you to check that out and deal with your pain, instead of even acting in front of yourself like you are not in pain. And this is what's going to lead you to become this Zen-like. Because when you have healed yourself, nothing can touch a person that's healed. You can't make them react or fall out of balance. They love themselves. They are sure that they always do the best thing possible. They don't have any problem with saying that they're sorry. They don't have any problem to stand their ground. So by healing yourself, you will become a really, really steadfast and like the bigger person, like the Buddha, okay? So this is your feelings and attachment towards this person, and it's a connection to the Nine of Wands. So it seems like you're very similar in many ways with the person that might be like a thorn in your side here. There's a lot of problem here. We're making the problems very big, and what the person says and what they do and what they did last year and what they did yesterday and what they're going to do tomorrow and how they're going to react to this, or how they are not reacting, how they are calling too often or not calling at all. So it's a lot of problems here that we are building up for ourselves. So don't make problem out of anything. Talk yourself out of making problems of things. Say to yourself, no, but that's not a problem because this and this and this. No, that's not a problem because I will solve it in that way and that way if it becomes in this way. If that happens, I will do this. If that happens, I will do that. So always be on top of things. Make the problem small and yourself big and competent. Okay. So this is their attachment and feelings. There's a lot of pain here with the moon and the heartbreak and things like this. So yeah, you might have acted towards them like you don't care, and they feel like you have closed yourself off towards them, and it's very painful. As pain is a good thing, you know. Where you enter your spiritual path towards the pain. Okay, that's the door. Okay, so this is a good thing, but it doesn't feel good, and it doesn't feel good because pain is like a warning light like this, and it says, okay, here is something you need to deal with. And usually we do like this, we just put like something to cover it all up. Okay, so now I don't see it, I don't see the light. You tape over the oil lamp in your car and say, okay, so it will run fine just as long as I don't see this blinking light. But the problem wasn't the light, it was the oil level. And here this person needs to step in and check the oil level. So they also need this video dealing with pain and to actually do this exercise. So they were pain stricken by this. You are more overwhelmed, I would say, and you see a lot of problems, and you might want to solve it all with kind of, I don't know, maybe driving over them with your car. I don't know, but it's very powerful that. And they feel like they have been driven over by the car, but I don't think they are, you know, a general victim like this. It might have been the table has turned. Okay. So this is your behaviors and attitudes. So you're the Knight of Swords, this truck that drove them over, so they are feeling like this. Zoom. But the good news for them, I guess, or not, is that you're driving away. So you don't want to stay in this situation. So you feel like, I'm so over this. I don't want to be in this situation. I don't want to deal with this kind of people or deal with this kind of situations. So you want to make the process really short with them, like chop their head off and then be over and done with it. And this is their behaviors and attitudes. And they say, hey, I thought we were soulmates. I thought we belonged together. I thought this was like the thing that we did, that I was maybe being a big martyr, or you know, pestering you, and you would give me a lot of attention and I will feel loved. So I'm not really sure what's going on here, but this person is really hurt, and they feel like they have lost a soulmate when they lost you. Also remember that you can be on this side, and this can be the person that you're dealing with. And sometimes there's also, you know, one Aries sun and the other one is Aries moon, and so on and so forth. So you need to find out who is who in this reading for you. Okay, so this is the outcome for September, and only truth can, you know, only truth can make this all settle and all this come to balance, and people to gain the best knowledge out of this situation, the best teaching out of this situation. So try to be truthful and honest, and if you want to look cool just riding away like this and that's not the truth, then you say this: I'm walking away now because I'm getting exhausted with this situation. I really don't want to walk away, and it's going to hurt me to walk away, but I don't find another solution just right now. So try to put so many words, like the exact right word on what is happening with you, instead of giving a certain light onto things that's not really true. Remember the light that didn't work, and this honesty card, truth, honesty. So try to be, even if you're tired of the situation, try to be really honest also with the more vulnerable feelings and insights that you have. Okay, so I will take another advice card for you from the wisdom of the House of Knights. High Priestess of Air. So we have had High Priestess of Spirit already. This is 6. So I'm thinking it will have something to do with the 6 of Swords that we saw. You have drawn the symbol of the vampire of High Priestess of Air, the goddess of rational thought. Logical thinking, reason, and using your mind to consider the next right action are the qualities encouraged by my vampire High Priestess of Air. Now is the time to think before you act. You are blessed with a wondrous mind and imagination. Your ability to communicate is enhanced when you meet the High Priestess of Air. This is the moment to have a reasonable conversation and make calculated decisions. So don't just talk tough talk that will make you look indestructible. Try to be more honest. Okay. Indestructible. I think that might be some song. Okay. So and this is for your counterpart here, and it's summon and playful. I think I got this same combination for another sign, and it was also for the counterpart. 13 and 44. So when you choose this card, it's a symbol to create a ritual and to connect with your spirituality. Get in touch with your own inner magic before you make a move forward. How do you communicate with your powers, or with me, your goddess? So communication again. Now is the time to pray, to meditate, to acknowledge the sacred in every experience, also the very hurtful ones. Don't take your next step lightly. You have the power to summon your spirit, summon your courage, and summon even me. You're inquiring about something important. Breathe and wait for a sign before you act. Choose another card if you need more understanding of my wisdom for you. So it seems like both people here need to kind of calm down. There's too much drama here, unnecessarily drama as well. And people are saying things just to kind of shoot the other person and not to really, to prove a point basically, and not to really speak the truth or to solve things. It's more, I want to hurt you the way you hurt me. So, my child, life is not always so serious. Choosing this symbol means it's time to lighten up and be playful. So don't take things so darn seriously. No matter what you are asking about, this is the time to have a sense of humor. Smile and go do something fun. Life has a way of answering all questions when you're not looking. Wouldn't it be better if you were enjoying your life rather than just sitting around waiting for what you want to happen? Don't take yourself so seriously. It is time to lighten up and be playful. Know that when this symbol appears in your life, the fun is about to start. They don't seem to have particularly much fun, but if they could stop tormenting themselves about what they fear will happen or what have happened, or the things you might say to them that makes them very anxious, and just find this inner center inside themselves and find their inner joy despite life's different tests and trials and challenges. They would be just fine. Nothing is really this bad. Okay, so, and this is another card for you, for the High Priestess of Air, the cow. Nourishment, abundance, asking, receiving. So this is about like calming down and more becoming one with nature, one with the goddess, one with what you can give instead of how cool you can come out as. Okay, so it's more about not coming out on the winning end, but actually put in the effort for the best for everyone. So the cow says, take my milk, I can always feed you. I'll eat the grass of the goddess, and in turn pass good fortune on to you. Nourishment is never ending when I appear on your path. Don't forget to till the soil so that grass might grow. Abundance is made manifest out of a universal system. Do your part, and I will do mine with joy. Ask and you will receive all the blessing I have to offer. I think this reading is a lot about lack, that there's a lack, there's not enough for everyone. So we want to come out on the winning end, or at least look at as we are winning, even if we lack the thing that we really need. Ask and you will receive all the blessings I have to offer. The cow reminds you that there is no shortage of blessings in the world. Ask to partake in infinitive abundance and you will indeed get exactly what you need. So give a little bit more of this cool adult kind of attitude, and I think you will get more of the things that you really want. If you can be more, I'm sorry, I got a little out of hand, and you don't take it seriously and you don't feel so guilty. It's more like, okay, that happened, I admit to it. Oh, we have a cow and a horse here, so horse for this other person. Accepting help from another, delegating authority. So again, I feel like they have been on top in the beginning. You have done some kind of rebellion. Now you need to come back to who you really are, that you are a person that wants to help other people, and you know, wave the peace flag a little bit, but at the same time be this cool person that no one can really control, because you can't be thrown off because you don't feel guilty about, you don't feel like you're unworthy of love. You trust yourself. You know that you are one of God's or the goddess children. Okay, the horse. So this is about the other party. The horse appears on your path to offer assistance. If you're asking a question about your life, the horse says that you will indeed receive help from another to aid you on your quest. So they actually seems like they need your help. They are lying here bleeding and you are just, maybe giving them a touch of that sword and then riding away on your cow, obviously. Okay, so when you really want to kind of be there for them. Okay, too often do you refuse help from others? Do you sometimes feel that although you give to others, no one helps you? Well, you don't have to walk the whole way alone. You can get help. The horse appears to remind you that assistance is for the asking. Sometimes you need to be carried to get to your destination. Trust that when the horse appears, help is yours. Remember to ask for it, and also remember to accept it when it's offered. So that was another thing I saw with this relationship, is that there's no real intimacy because people are trying to win over one another and act cool and tough and all these kind of things. So there's no room for asking for help or show vulnerability. And that is not making for any intimacy either. So I don't know, these old horses are running in different directions. So I'm guessing there's a distance being created here. But accordingly to the divine, it's somewhat unnecessary because you're fighting windmills. You're both trying to like muster up this, like puffing up your cheeks and making your hands stand out and lifting your robe so you will look really dangerous. And really you just want love. And I think that's the case for both people here. So we are making ourselves look fierce, and so no one will hurt us because we indeed feel very feel very small and vulnerable. Okay. So, my dear Aries, I don't know exactly what's going on. It seems like you're very much alike, or that one have learned from the other. And it's usually like this, that we are supposed to learn to take in our shadow from another person. So they do some things that's very annoying, and you will realize that you also have this issues with you, or you have refused to do this, and you have shunted away parts of you. And then you take it back, so you rebel and you take in these parts that you have shunted away, and it might be what has happened, and therefore both people looks very similar in this reading and seem to have the same problems with the other and with the relationship and solving it in a similar manner. Okay, so I hope this will help. I'm really thankful for you watching, and if you like my content and want to see more videos like this on how to heal yourself and make yourself ready for that true romantic partner of yours, or if you just want to work on your spiritual growth, remember to subscribe and hit the bell notification to get a heads up when a new video is ready and waiting for you. The next round of astrological videos will be my love and spirituality readings that I will do in the middle of September for all the signs. And also keep on the lookout for the pick a card readings and near personal readings that will be spread throughout the month. Thank you so much for being on this journey with me. I'm truly grateful for my wonderful, loving and supporting viewers. So until next time, take really good care and bye-bye.